Love, in the light of Carl Jung's profound theories, reveals itself not merely as an emotion but as a journey toward wholeness. Jung believed that romantic relationships are mirrors, reflecting back the hidden aspects of our own unconscious minds. When we fall in love, according to Jung, it is not just the person we are drawn to, it is the reflection of our own soul's unmet needs and aspirations. Love, then, is a sacred projection. Jung introduced the concept of the Anima and Animus, the inner feminine side of men and the inner masculine side of women. These archetypes guide us to seek partners who reflect our inner opposites, allowing us to experience a fuller spectrum of our being. The partner becomes a vessel through which we rediscover parts of ourselves we have ignored, repressed, or never fully understood. This is why love can feel so transcendent, and why it can also hurt so deeply. In relationships, Jung taught, we often encounter what he called the shadow, the dark, unconscious parts of ourselves that we would rather not see. When conflicts arise, they are rarely just about the surface issue. Instead, they point to deeper wounds and unresolved conflicts within our own psyche. Love, thus, becomes a battlefield not just between two people but between each individual's inner light and shadow. Understanding this dynamic transforms the way we perceive relationships. Instead of blaming our partners for our pain, we begin to see every emotional reaction as an invitation to explore our inner world. In Jung's view, the goal of a relationship is not happiness per se, but individuation, the process of becoming the fullest version of oneself through conscious confrontation with the unconscious. In this journey, heartbreak is not a failure. It is a sacred teacher. Jung would say that the pain of love reveals the depth of our soul's longing and the grandeur of the transformation that awaits us if we dare to go within. As we venture deeper into Jung's psychology of love, prepare to see your relationships, past, present, and future, through an entirely new lens. Imagine, for a moment, that every lover you have ever had was a messenger from your unconscious mind. This is exactly what Carl Jung proposed. Each romantic encounter is an opportunity for psychic growth, even if, and especially when, it ends in pain. The people we fall for embody traits we unconsciously long to integrate into ourselves. This is why initial stages of love feel magical. It's not just hormones or fantasy, it's the merging of conscious desire with unconscious yearning. We idealize our partners because they carry the projection of our anima or animus. They are, for a time, the living embodiment of our soul's dream. But projections are destined to collapse under the weight of reality. When the illusion shatters, disillusionment sets in. Yet for Jung, this disillusionment is not the end. It is the beginning. To grow, we must retrieve our projections and recognize the humanity of the other person. They are not our savior, nor are they our destroyer. They are a fellow soul, struggling with their own shadows and dreams. Jung taught that this painful awakening is the crucible in which true love is forged, a love not based on illusion but on conscious acceptance of self and other. Relationships, then, are spiritual crucibles. They burn away our fantasies and leave us raw, vulnerable, and real. This is why some of our greatest personal growth comes after heartbreak. In those moments, we are forced to confront parts of ourselves we would have otherwise ignored. Understanding Jung's views helps us see that no relationship is a waste. Every heartbreak is a call to deeper wholeness. Every disappointment reveals a wound that can now heal. Every longing points to a part of ourselves that is waiting to be reclaimed. In love, as in life, the journey is inward. Carl Jung's exploration of the shadow is particularly crucial when it comes to love. The shadow contains all the aspects of ourselves we deny or repress, such as jealousy, anger, insecurity, and fear. When we fall in love, we don't just meet the light in ourselves, we inevitably encounter the darkness too. Often, the qualities that irritate us most in our partners are reflections of our own disowned parts. Jung called this shadow projection. When a partner's selfishness enrages us, it may be because we have disowned our own need for self-assertion. When their emotional distance wounds us, it may mirror our fear of vulnerability. In this way, our partners are like mirrors, showing us what we most need to heal. True love, therefore, demands radical self-awareness. It asks us not only to cherish our partner's virtues but also to confront our own flaws and fears. In Jungian psychology, conscious relationships are those where both partners recognize their projections and take responsibility for their own inner work. This approach transforms conflict from a source of bitterness into an opportunity for growth. Arguments become invitations to deeper understanding. Breakups, though painful, become catalysts for profound inner change. By embracing this view, we can navigate relationships with more compassion, resilience, and grace. Shadow work in relationships is not easy. It demands courage to look within rather than blame outward. But the rewards are immense. Deeper intimacy, greater authenticity, and a profound sense of inner peace. Jung reminds us that the only way out is through the pain, the conflict, the heartbreak, into a more expansive and integrated self. Another critical concept from Jung's psychology that reshapes how we view love is the process of individuation. Individuation is the journey toward becoming a whole, unique individual. Love, when understood through this lens, is not about merging with another to lose ourselves, but about finding ourselves more fully through connection. Many relationships falter because individuals expect their partners to complete them, to fill the voids within. Jung teaches that no one else can complete us. That is our own sacred task. A healthy relationship, then, is not two halves making a whole, but two wholes journeying side by side, each honoring their own and each other's process of becoming. This understanding shifts the foundation of love from dependency to empowerment. It frees us from unrealistic expectations and opens the door to genuine companionship. We stop seeking to possess or be possessed, and instead, we celebrate each other's growth, even when that growth leads us down different paths. Individuation means embracing our uniqueness and encouraging our partners to do the same. It means loving ourselves enough to allow space for transformation. Sometimes, this may even mean letting go of relationships that no longer serve our growth. As painful as it is, Jung reminds us that clinging to what no longer fits our soul stifles our becoming. Love, in the Jungian sense, is a dance of two evolving souls, each mirroring and challenging the other to rise higher, dig deeper, and shine brighter. In this dance, every joy and every sorrow becomes a stepping stone toward the magnificent unfolding of the self. To truly embody Jung's vision of love, we must approach relationships as sacred endeavors. Every interaction, every heartbreak, every joy is a part of our soul's curriculum. The people we attract into our lives are not random. They are reflections of our current state of consciousness and unconsciousness. Thus, healing ourselves changes the kinds of partners we attract. When we integrate our shadows, honor our anima or animus, and walk the path of individuation, we naturally draw relationships that reflect our wholeness rather than our wounds. Love becomes less about filling a void and more about celebrating mutual abundance. Jung also emphasized the role of dreams in relationships. Our dreams often reveal unconscious truths about our partners and ourselves. Paying attention to recurring dreams about love, loss, betrayal, or union can offer profound insights into our relational patterns. Dreams are like secret letters from the soul, guiding us toward healing and integration. In the end, love is one of the most powerful arenas for psychological and spiritual growth. It strips away illusions, challenges ego defenses, and demands authenticity. It humbles us, wounds us, heals us, and ultimately, transforms us. In Jung's view, the purpose of love is not comfort, it is evolution. As you reflect on your own experiences with love, remember, every relationship has been a stepping stone, every heartbreak a sacred wound, every joy a glimpse of the divine. You are not broken because you have loved and lost. You are becoming whole. In the grand tapestry of existence, love is the golden thread weaving together the fragments of our souls. Carl Jung's teachings reveal that every relationship, every encounter, is a mirror reflecting the sacred journey of individuation. To love, truly and deeply, is to embark on the most courageous adventure of all, the journey inward. The moral of the story is clear. Love is not about finding the perfect partner. It is about becoming the person who can love imperfection perfectly. It is about embracing our own shadows, honoring our inner masculine and feminine, and daring to walk the path of self-discovery. When we love consciously, we awaken. We heal. We become instruments of healing for others. And in that healing, we find a joy deeper than any fairy tale romance. The joy of becoming fully, gloriously, ourselves. So the next time you fall in love, remember, it is not a detour from your soul's path. It is the path. Embrace it with eyes wide open and heart wide open. For in loving and being loved, we become whole. Thank you for watching this video. We kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Also, activate the notification bell to be notified about our posts. See you in the next video.